I remember, my significant other that passed was my wife. We were married when I was at 19. I had my life planned out. I was so planned out, I was gonna live this 19. I got married, all that shit. And then it didn't work out that way. So that for me was even a loss of a future, a loss of a lot of different things. But that said, I remember when she passed, my mother came to be with me, which is nice, which was wonderful. It was the right thing to do. But I was so angry, and she didn't know how to hold me in terms of allow me to be angry. So she kept going to, you're making me uncomfortable. So I had to then come back to looking after her and making sure that I held in whatever was happening for me so that she was okay because I was grateful for the effort. But at the same time, I think I've been raised to care about people. So I had to almost negate my sort of innate desire to lash out just so that she was okay. And in that sense, I realized actually I can't share with you anything I'm going through because you take it personal, or B, you're not going to understand. And if you don't understand, I might probably get so pissed off. I might just do something stupid. So then straight away, I went to something that was comfortable, the books. And music was a very, very important. I listen to classical music, and that sometimes takes you away. And I started watching. Gladiator became my favorite film, and the soundtrack. Oh my God! And if I felt like crying, I just put that soundtrack on. Hans Zimmerman is a hero, and just cried, because it has that. I don't know what it does, but and then I started watching. I watched a lot of films that allowed me to feel sad, But all of this felt like looking back on it, it felt very planned out and very methodical, but it wasn't. It was just random shit,
Yeah.
just random shit with a degree of desperation lined up with it to bring me here. And even here and now in this process, I'm constantly finding different ways of managing the hurt because I think we're all we're all blessed with purpose. I say purpose, and I think Ray was alluding to me saying purpose a lot. I say purpose because without purpose, you can't channel your passion. See, the passion, your everybody has passions, but without purpose gives passion definition. It allows you to fuel, push yourself into something that is tangible and measurable, and that you can actually see your progress and relevance. Because every human being, regardless of whether you're doing something great or not, you want relevance. You want to be seen as validated. You want somebody to validate you. Unfortunately, a lot of us seek our validation from outside of ourselves. But having purpose and channeling your passion through that will be a way of actually seeing yourself grow, having a way of looking back and thinking, oh, God, I did well. And sometimes we don't do that enough. And sometimes the places we go to actually seek validation can be very harmful places because the person telling you wanting the person to tell you you're great is the same person telling you you're shit or shitting on your dreams. So
No, I agree that. So again, apologies. That interlinks to what you were saying and what I'm thinking as well. And I think EJ said basically said that if you can't figure out your purpose, your will lead you right into that you think purpose. It kind of links with such things as how even as black men kind of conform to kind of suppress emotions, and sometimes we don't even know how to overcome that to get to our purpose. I mean, in your eyes, what was obviously you honed in on the fact that you those friends in the book, friends in music, Um, I mean, people who tried those things, what would you suggest to them as well?
Um, I think it's about being honest about your needs. Okay, we all don't have the same needs, and we all don't have the same sort of. We're not blessed with the same environment. I mean, for for all of my sort of, I can't criticize my upbringing. You know, it was very deterministic. It was very Christian. It was very, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. But it was also resourceful. It allowed me to study. It gave me opportunities to. I mean, I have a rich upbringing of living in Africa and living in the United Kingdom, and I could go back and forth and have a sort of a very rich tapestry of culture and as well as identity. So my identity in itself allowed me. It's part of my protective factor. It's a strength to be able to. I speak. Okay, I don't speak French or Spanish, which I would like to, but I can't bring myself to learn it. It's okay. It's an embarrassment, but I pretend to speak French only because. Sorry, I'm digressing. Forget about that. I speak
No,
a
you're
couple
not.
of
You're not.
my. I speak. I. What I'm trying to say is, not everybody will have the set of conditions I had to transition through my pain. And for most people, the upbringing and the environment is depleting in itself. So a little bit of trauma can be a big issue, and it doesn't even have to be massive losses like the ones I'm describing. It can just be a feeling of unworthiness. I am not worthy of care. I am not worthy of love. And if I don't feel I'm worthy of care, but that is what my innate desire is, I'm going to want to be in a relationship, but I'm going to sabotage the relationship at the same time. So not just romantic relationship, but any form of relationship, because the only place we seek a sense of connection and belonging is with another person. But if I hate myself or don't like myself enough, how do I bring another person in? And if I'm not be able to bring somebody in, then I'm going to want their attention, but want it in very dysfunctional, toxic ways, which can sometimes be the place where a lot of the harm keeps happening, a lot of the pain keeps recycling. And for a lot of Black young men, that is where the problem is, which then, and a lot of the mental health issues is symptoms of it's almost like I have an open wound that I keep stabbing into. So I'm going to feel pain from the stabs, but I cannot stop the pain because this is a raw wound that I keep walking around with. Nobody's ever held me. The person that held me, I have a very distinct hatred for because I've come to need them. So I hate my mother not because she doesn't care about me. I hate my mother because she reminds me of how I'm not worthy because sometimes what my mother is saying to me is go and find a job. Meanwhile, I haven't got the confidence to go and find the job. So I can't stay in the house. So I go to my girlfriend's. But my girlfriend becomes my surrogate mother because I haven't learned. And I think what we haven't been giving as Black men in the West is a rite of passage, a process initiating. So we're growing up as children, being cared for. We get to 18 and we're told we're men, but we haven't had that distinct conscious transition into manhood. So we're not responsible, we're not accountable, and we don't even trust ourselves to take care of our own self, let alone the responsibilities that society thrusts on us. And I know I'm spraying all sorts, but it's what's coming to me is how I just feel like
you hit me where I live, man. I mean, firstly, which part of Africa is sort of dual home?
Oh, I'm from Ghana.
Ghana, nice.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna. This is like a stab in the dark. I think you're Southern African, if
Ish, yeah.
Zimbabwe, Zambia.
Oh!
There you go. Well done.
I've been rumbled.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
Wow, that's very rare.
I heard. I know in your accent, but there's a way you said something that triggered. In a very, very old life, a long time ago, I had a Zambian friend. So something you said just triggered something in my head.
Well,
Yeah.
Well spotted.
Apologies.
No,
I didn't mean to do that.
Not at all.
No. Since we're on that subject, what country do you think I'm from?
I'm from Ghana, actually.
Etisang?
Oh, Boko, me who here? What's you from Ghana?
No, I'm not from Ghana. I just know.
How do you know that?
I just know how to say hello in Ghana. I think that's the only thing in
cool.
Twi.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I speak Twi. I speak Ghana. I speak Ghana Dangbe. I speak a couple of the local languages.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a proud Ghanaian. I like being Ghanaian.
That's it, man. That's it. And what country do you think I'm from?
Well. Say again.
What country do you think I'm from?
Ooh. See, now I can't hit that. I can't hit this twice in a row. I'm gonna try.
Essex. I know Essex.
See, now you put me on the spot. You're not. You're not Nigerian.
No.
Sierra Leone?
No.
Where you from?
Zambia.
Oh no! I should have known. Oh, it's easy. I should have known.
No. In your defense, everybody always assumes Nigeria first.
Yeah, because I thought you were Nigerian.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were Nigerian, because yeah. But I think I don't know if you guys know that. I mean, I have experienced I'm a second generational migrant, and what I've experienced is my mother, God bless her, if she won't speak English if she doesn't have to, but she speaks very good English. But she won't speak English, and I have to almost always do things for her, and I don't know why. And when I've asked the question, it's simply because she wants to know that I am useful to her. So I don't know how your parents have treated you, or I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a dog and bark yourself. Yeah. Typical parental approach.
We're in the same boat.
Good.
I feel like sometimes there is just that, not just cultural pride, but there's that innate, even though we're in this different context, by communicating in our language or in this particular language, it's just for us. So it's a bit more intimate.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it's about belonging. It's about belonging, isn't it? Yeah. It's about belonging. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I see you, I hear you for all you are. Because if someone walks up to us, typically, yes, we'll speak English, but it won't innately go like say with Ray just did with speaking the language. And there's a different connection that you get, I think, when
I agree.
It's like being abroad and everyone is speaking a different language and someone hits you with English and you're like, oh, hey, someone like something.
Yeah, I went to Tottenham. I like football a lot. And I get lucky. I get friends who I choose my friends, by the way. I always choose rich friends. I do that. It helps. I have rich friends. I choose them. I go and look for people that are rich, and I say, I want to be your friend. All jokes aside, so my friend has a season ticket for Tottenham. So he wasn't well, so I went to see the last game before the move to the new. Well, I went and saw before lockdown, and in this big sort of, we were all going into the stadium, and there's this security guy. He just looked at me and went, like, you're Ghanaian, right? And I go, yeah. And he came and gave me a hug, like, and I didn't know the man from Adam, but he could spot me from afar, and it was such a pleasant experience. Like, this man could just spot me and take a punt and say, you're my mother, you're my kind of person, you're my person, you know?